But yeah, I mean, moving on. So we have next we have Defensive Player of the Year. I guess I'll start.
Yeah, go for it.
So mine personally, I think there's a couple people that could win it. Nick Bosa, T.J. Watt. Me though, Stephon Gilmore. That dude's been. He's just. He reminds me of Revis, man. I'm not kidding. He's on his own island. Like no one can catch on him. So for you viewers out there, this is the craziest stat I've heard since I watched football. He allows a passer rating of 32.8 when balls are thrown to him. A passer rating for throwing the ball away, which is a guaranteed incomplete pass, is a 39.6.
That's crazy, dog.
You're better off throwing the ball out of bounds.
Yeah.
That's
Like I have never
Don't
heard
target
of a
him.
stat like that in my life. He's tied for first in interceptions. He has an 83.7 grade on PFF, and he's 36 on receptions allowed. 36 in the league. Dude, he's one of the best corners I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
I saw Revis.
The only guy I've really seen get any kind of separation against him was DeAndre Hopkins when they played him last week. And that was maybe 4 routes where he really beat him.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'm with you.
I'm not really beat him.
I'm with you. I think Stephon Gilmore has just been lights out for a historic Patriots defense who has been carrying that team. Whatever it is, there's always some caveat that's carrying the Patriots every year. And I think it's obviously the defense this year. And Stephon Gilmore has just been.
He's unreal, man.
Well, that's 2 for Stephon Gilmore. Okay.
Yeah. There's a bunch of players that deserve it, but I wouldn't be mad if someone else got it. But Stephon Gilmore, I think personally, is the guy that should get it. But
True.
I agree.
So David, who do you got?
Well, I don't have a clear-cut Defensive Player of the Year at all. My top options were Stephon Gilmore, Aaron Donald, of course. Michael talked me into Danielle Hunter, and I did go back and look, and that dude's been balling also.
82 pressures this year.
Yeah, dude's filthy. And then my boy Myles Garrett, until he did that thing which kind of discredited him and disqualified from this. So we'll forget about that. Michael, what about you?
I was kind of between a couple guys. Between Joey Bosa, sorry, not Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, T.J. Watt, and Danielle Hunter, but ultimately I ended up with T.J. Watt.
Makes sense.
Really? Yeah.
He's balling,
The tiebreaker for me between those guys was that the defense was just straight up carrying that team, and how T.J. Watt's really balling. He has 73 pressures this year, 16 sacks, and just completely dominant. They even drop him into coverage sometimes. Like last year, he played, I believe it was 75%. 75% of the time he was on the field, or 75% of passes, he was pass rushing. The other 25%, he was actually dropping back into coverage, and he still put up crazy numbers.
I'm pretty sure he has
last
an
year.
interception or 2 this year.
He's been great in coverage.
Mm-hmm.
Pro Football Focus gives him a 79.5 rating. That's
In
for
coverage?
an outside line, but for a guy like that to get that kind of pressure and be that effective in coverage, I mean,
That's pretty crazy.
2 picks this year.
wow.
2 picks this year, that's what it is.
And he's got 47 coverage snaps, so it's not like he's out there
Yeah.
5 or 6 times.
Wow.